Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday and day two here at the 38th edition of the Pictou County Memorial Bantam Tournament. These two teams meeting up here this morning for game one. Tasa Ducks and the Acadia Axemen live here on High Button Sports at the Pictou County Wellness Center. My name, Matt Dudelay. We'll have the call for you here this morning and multiple times here today. Day one officially in the books, and what a day it was, an absolutely electric atmosphere here for that one. We're just about set here for puck drop at day two. We thank you for tuning in as we get ready to rumble now, and the puck is officially down. The starting goaltenders first for the Acadia Axemen. Number 9, Simon Rainforth. That kind of threw me off, I'm not going to lie, folks. Number 9 for the goaltender, but I love it. And down in the Ducks end, it'll be number 1, Jack Steenveld. So a little bit of rough stuff right off the bat here. Sam's Pizza getting some free marketing down there after that hit. The first game of the day here. We'll start up in about a half an hour on the other side. Until then, we'll be bringing you the action here from the Sobeys ice pad. The Ducks walk in now. Nice toe drag in, all alone shot there, and that goes wide. That was Mitchell Annis, the captain for the Ducks, trying to make his presence felt right off the bat here. Back to Annis now. He fakes the slap shot. He's going to try and walk it in, but the fresh ice may have got him there. Puck sliding a little bit extra good here, so shout out to the ice crew here at the Wellness Center. They were out working hard here this morning when we arrived. That puck's going to get down on Steenveld, and he's just going to hang on to that one. And both teams are going to get a full sail change here. Tasa Ducks sitting at 1-1 and the Acadia Axemen 0-2, so must wins for both teams, especially moving on through to the medal rounds. A little bit more important here for Acadia as they sit 0-2, like I said. Bigny's on the puck. He centers that through the crease, and that goes wide. It's going to come back up to the left side point for Apt, who fires that back in deep. Now the cross ice pass is going to get away from the intended target, so it's going to be pushed back through. Allen fires that cross ice. That's poked off the stick there of Rogers, and in comes the Ducks here in transition. Down the right side, Westhaver, who's got 3 goals already for this Ducks team. So he leads his team in scoring so far in the tournament. So the Axemen are going to make their way through center ice, down over the right side. Apt is just going to fire that down on Steenveld. He's just going to direct that into the right side corner. It's going to be picked up by the Ducks as they try and start the breakout here, but now it's going to be turned over by the Axemen up around the top of the circles. Backhand opportunity off the stick of Rogers. Now Gurney is going to pick that puck up, and we're going to have our first penalty here bright and early. Nothing like heading to the sin bin at 8:37 in the morning. It's going to be a head contact penalty. And the Ducks are going to go to their first power play here as Rogers is going to be penalized for head contact. So that face-off is going to come back down to the right here of Rainforth, wearing number 9. Just mentioned that, that's why it threw me off a little bit. 1, 30, and 31 and 33 were the numbers that we used to get as goaltenders. Whatever number you decide is okay with me. Annis now, he's going to chip that back off the wall up the strong side. That's going to go to Wainwright. Wainwright tries to poke that free. It's picked off there by the Axemen. Now it's going to be back to LeBlanc for the Ducks. He'll throw an indirect pass up off the boards for Rowe. Just out of his reach, and a weak clearing attempt there is going to be held in. Over to Wainwright. He'll make a move. That puck's going to get over to the right side blue line, and it's going to come just out, so the Axemen are going to have some time to dump it down, and they do just that. Steenveld thought about coming out to get it, but Annis was flying around from that side, so he allowed him to continue on with his momentum. And that cross ice pass a little bit off the mark. So now the Axemen are going to have an opportunity to get the puck out. They didn't on the first attempt, but on the second try, they got it out, and it's going to go 200 feet. Just over a minute left here in the man advantage. Annis tried to make a clearing pass, had it turned over. Now they're going to fire cross ice. The body being thrown. Now the Axemen doing a great job here, closing down the neutral zone, not allowing the Ducks to get any sort of speed through as that pass is shot on their own net as Steenveld was alive and awake and ready. He smothered that one up on the left post, so the faceoff's going to stay inside the Duck zone. 54 seconds left to go here in the man advantage as the Axemen look to get something going here. Short-handed as Birchall now is going to fire that across for Canning. Canning's going to work over the blue line. He's just going to go right through traffic. Now they fired on the net. Rainforth is going to direct that into the corner. The Axemen away here. Transition, 1-on-2. That's shot down. Steenveld's going to make the save. He'll just leave that there. Now the Axemen player Rogers back to his feet, getting ready to return to action as the Ducks try and get something going here late in the power play. Westhaver got that puck inside the line, kind of got twisted up, so he turned around to try and find it, but the puck comes out of the zone in the meantime, so the Ducks are going to fire that back down in the zone. Allen's going to head back for it here for the Axemen. He fires it back down the other side, the old reverse now as Tebow's going to slot down from the left point. Throws a hit down there and two bodies hit the deck. Getting acquainted with the ice down there. So that's going to come back out to the point. Opportunity here, right side shot there, and that goes wide on the blocker side. Gurney fires that, it was redirected in front. And good job there by Rainforth as he's just going to tip that into the corner. So play continues here inside the zone. Good job by the Ducks here to maintain possession in the offensive zone. Now Bigney's going to have an opportunity. Bigney one-on-one with Steenveld. Bigney slap shot off the crossbar and out. Not very often you see a clapper on a breakaway, but Bigney tried it there and just missed. Couldn't beat the iron. Chance the other way, and that's it on the line there. Ref right on site. Super close, right on the line. Now Rainforth on the second opportunity is going to smother that up as that one kind of got redirected on the initial chance and squirted through the legs of Rainforth, with the defender in perfect defensive position. Grabs that puck before it fully crossed the line. Referee in perfect position as well, right on that line. So things looking good here all around so far. Now LeBlanc's just going to fire that. That goes cross corner. Centering attempt goes through the crease. And now it's going to be picked up by the Axemen. As they fire across ice for Tomac. Tomac's going to chip that in deep. LeBlanc back for the Ducks as he spins back the other way. He'll avoid a forechecker just with a little nice escape move. Now Wainwright, he's going to have an opportunity here. 3-on-1 forming here for the Ducks. If they can just get their head up and fire that puck into the slot area, they would have had two men completely in the clear. Hard pass cross ice onto the stick there of Gillis. Gillis with a goal already in this tournament. Got more goals than he does name bar out there. 9:18 left to go here in the first period. Axemen fire that cross ice for Williams. Williams going to fire that on net, but it's blocked there by Annis. And then a clearing attempt that looked like it was maybe an attempt to clear it out of the barn completely. So up into the netting, and the play is whistled dead here. 9:10 left to go here in the first period. Face off, push to the right side. Ducks are going to take possession off the draw. Good break-o pass now as Birchall's going to work in over the blue line, left side. He's going to dump that in. He takes a bump there from King just as he dumped the puck. Stayed on his feet for a moment and then ended up taking a spill, but Birchall back in on the forecheck, back up to the left point. Gurney is going to fire that at the net. That's going to end up going cross corner. The Axemen are going to have an opportunity here to regain possession, and they will now. As Burns, sorry about that, folks. Gurney back. He's going to take a bump, and he'll get the best of Bigney there. Back to the point. An opportunity through a crowd shot there. Rainforth made the original save. Another rebound in front. They bang away at it. Rainforth stands strong down there. So good opportunities in both ends here. Back and forth. Seesaw battle here so far. Another great day planned here at the Pictou County Memorial, and these folks do it big time, folks. If you're not from out of town, you have an opportunity to stop by the Pictou County Memorial at any point this year, next year, the year after. I really advise or hope that you would, because it is a fantastic event here at the Wellness Center and as well at the Hector Arena. So that shot from the point is smothered up by Rainforth. He'll hang on here once again. Shots on goal, 6-3 in favor of the Ducks right now. Face off one here cleanly by the Ducks. It goes back to the point. They rim it around the other side. In the left side corner, chip back around. Westhaver looking for that loose puck, but it's picked up by the Axemen back to the right point. And they cycle it back down low again. Apt in behind the net. He pokes that with one hand. Good pressure here from the Ducks. They send two on the puck carrier. They're going to work out of the corner now, but the Axemen are going to take that in transition up through the neutral zone down the right side. They're going to flick that or try to flick it in. But it hits a shin pad on the way, and now O'Hanley's off. Fires it across for Westhaver. Westhaver in over the line, tries to center it. Does. Shot there. Saved from Rainforth as he kicked out that right pillow. Now he's going to fire it at the back of the net there. It hits the side and bounces out. Now another opportunity as they fight for it down there in the corner. Apt down there. Just dodges a hit from Westhaver. Centering pass there just out of the reach of Gurney. He was starting to creep into the slot area there, so Annis is going to go back. He takes a quick head fake and he finds out where the traffic's going before he picks the puck up, and you got to love seeing that as he picks up a head of steam, but he ends up having a hard time with the puck and corralling it, but the puck ends up in deep, and Rainforth with another save here. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left on the first period. I hope you got your coffee in you already, folks, because it'll be another long, great day of hockey, and you got to start it off the correct way. Tea, whatever you like. Now is Wainwright. He's going to make a move, or tries to. Had it poked off his stick. Back to the point. Held in. Shot there from a distance off the stick of LeBlanc. And Rainforth tracks that the entire way. And he'll hang on here once again. So the faceoff will stay inside the Acadia zone. Just to the left of Simon Rainforth. Already faced 10 shots here in this game. Safe to say he's warmed up now. Face-off win by the Axemen allows them to rim it around the other side. Doesn't quite have enough to exit the zone, so Annis is there. He's just going to try and walk in off the wall. He fires a backhand shot towards the net. They sit in front there, and Rainforth was already sprawled out. Wainwright wasn't able to get the puck up and over, so another good save there from the young netminder. As we still wait for our first goal here in this game, and that will certainly open things up. Face off, one cleanly. Wainwright shot there. That was tipped along the way, but it ends up in the right side corner. It's chipped out by King, out into the neutral zone. Annis, good stop back move. He fires it up for Wainwright. Wainwright in the middle for Tebow. Tebow's got Rowe with him. The puck squirts away from him. Now he's going to center it off the side of the net there. Rainforth had the post covered, so no holes there. So now it's going to be flipped back into the neutral zone. Tebow with it. He'll just cross-corner dump, and they're going to give chase now. Wainwright's going to get there first. He chips it to himself, but King's there to help out defensively. So he gets caught up at the half wall. Now Canning. He gets through some traffic, but is rimmed around the other side for Gillis. Tweedy late getting to his position on the wing there, so the puck ends up in behind. Now they're going to flip it up out into the neutral zone as Annis is back. He got a piece of it as it landed. Almost turns it over. He's going to head up ice now. Fires a backhand pass cross ice for Canning. Canning's going to fire that from a distance, and Rainforth is all over that one. Not going to beat him out there with no traffic. He smothers that one up, and we'll try it all again here in the offensive zone for the Ducks. A clean face-off win once again. Cross ice. Shot from a distance and through a crowd once again. Rainforth fights through. And he'll make another save. So 13 shots on goal here for the Ducks. They lead that department 13-3. But they just can't beat Simon Rainforth yet. It's going to be pushed through the middle. Potential 3-on-2 here for the Axemen. Bigney's going to lead the rush in over the line through the middle. He's going to chip it through the feet there and tries to center it. He takes a big bump. And now the Axemen are going to maintain possession. Had that poked off the stick. Now it's a shot from the point. Allen missed that. Looking for a deflection maybe. Ends up in the corner. Now as Rogers went for that big hit. And Steenveld will get his touch now as He slides across and finds a loose puck in the air and hangs on to that. And we're going to sit down and have a face-off in the Duck zone to the right of Steenveld, even though he's facing the left. So now he'll switch positions. Back up to the left point. Shot there through a crowd. That goes wide. Ducks are going to try and pick it up here. They will. Looking for the chip. Cross-ice pass. Looking for Tebow. Now it's going to be turned over by the Axemen. Nice centering pass through the middle. Gets away from Williams. That's going to end up inside the Duck zone. LeBlanc. He'll pick it up behind his own net. Good outlet pass to the winger. Nice one-touch pass through the middle. Low support for Tebow to come up underneath the puck, as he's going to carry things in all the way in behind. He'll go back to the point for LeBlanc. LeBlanc didn't have a lane to the net, so he tried to dump it in deep, but Schofield's there for the Axemen, and he's going to rim that around to his partner. Up to the left winger, Tomek. Tomek's going to slot back down underneath. He'll fire across ice for Williams. Williams tries the return pass, but it was picked off, but he maintains possession. Now he'll fire across ice for Gillis. Gillis is going to fire that in on Steenveld. It was a bouncer. Steenveld had to act more like a second baseman there than a goaltender. It's Gillis. Fire things back to his defenseman. They're going to get the red line and get it in deep. Hits a skate along the way, so it's picked off here. LeBlanc's going to be able to move up ice right away as he takes a bump. Tebow lost that. Turned over in this dangerous area. Gillis tries to go back through the middle, but Westhaver was back to help out. Now it's going to be dumped in by the Axemen. Steenveld just going to keep things going here. It's going to be dumped in. Annis now, he's going to grab that with his hand. He's just going to head north. Annis in over the line, tries to make a move. He's stopped up there. Now he's going to run his man into the end wall. Potential opportunity here if they can get that puck free. Westhaver in on the forecheck. Bigney there as well. Westhaver's going to pick up that loose puck. He's going to walk around the top of the circles. He has a lane to the net there. He shot it. Rainforth didn't see it. Luckily, it missed the net for him, so it's back up to the point for Gurney. Gurney will fire that down low. Good cycle here. Wainwright, the side of the net there. As Westhaver looking for that loose puck. So it fires into the slot now. Bigney looking for his options. He's going to fire that cross ice. King couldn't handle it, so it's up off the wall now, and they're going to swing it back. Here's Wainwright. He's going to have some time into the skates there of his teammate. Now Bigney's going to whack that, and it's going to end up inside his own zone, and he'll get the return pass here up in center ice. 2:23 left to go here in the first. Good outlet pass there for Canning. Canning in over the line is just going to fire it on Rainforth. Rainforth makes the initial save, and he'll cover it up and hang on here with 2:14 left to go in the first period. Sorry about that, folks. Got a errant camera. Gurney gets that off the face-off. He's just going to fire it low. They're going to try and go cross-ice. They do. Dangerous pass. It ends up exiting the zone, so job done regardless of how. And over the line there. Good job to drag the foot now. Cross-ice for Burchell. Burchell shot there. Scores! Slicks back the lettuce as Logan Burchell drags the lag at the blue line to stay onside. Gets a pass. Walks in and beats Rainforth on the 5-hole, and we are officially underway with goals now, folks, as the Ducks lead this one 1-0. A minute 53 left here in the first period. Those late goals always killers, or at least that's how they told us when we were growing up. Could have been a lie. Regardless, you want to keep the puck out of your net, especially late in the period, but lots of hockey to be played. With that said, Gurney's going to reverse that. Gillis was all over. He read it. He's going to fire that back up to the point. Opportunity there through a crowd. That's blocked. 90 seconds left here in the first period. Be picked up. Canning tries to center that. And a good defensive play there by the Axemen as they're going to walk in 2-on-2 now. A shot there through a crowd. Steenveld gets the initial save. Gillis whacks at it with one hand and actually got quite a bit on it there as he fires that up into the mitt of Steenveld. The face-off will stay inside the Duck zone now to the left of the goaltender. A minute 20 left to go. 15-6. The shots in favor of the Mighty Ducks is what we used to call them back in the day. Good stop up in behind the net. Looking for options. great bank pass, and that's going to go cross ice. So 2 good passes and then an interception, and the Axemen are away. And they turn it over once again here. Annis, the captain here for the Ducks, he's going to walk in over the line. He shoots that. That hits a set of shin pads. And now Apt is going to fire that puck up to Williams. Williams goes cross ice. Nice look there as he saw the open man across the ice, but had to fire a saucer pass to get it there as LeBlanc's back here for the Ducks. Into the last minute now, 47 seconds left here in the first period. Good job there by Bigney to pressure that winger. The puck does end up exiting the zone as Tomac's going to pick it up. He's just going to get that extra step, get the red line, and fire that in deep. 30 seconds left here in the first period. Maybe an opportunity for one of the teams here for an opportunity. Said that word a few times. Annis now in behind his own net. He's going to hit the brakes and go back the other way. Nice pull move. Now he's just going to fire. Cross ice pass. Good read there from Brock Bigney. He'll throw a hit now. Now he's gets the return. 5 seconds left here in the first period. Mahoney fires that cross ice looking for O'Hanley, and it's just out of his reach, but that's pretty much going to do it here for the first period, and it will now. So after one complete period of play, the Tasa Ducks won. Acadia Axemen no score. Be back with second period action here when we return. And we are back, folks. Second period now, live from the Pictou County Wellness Center. Thank you very much for tuning in and sticking with us so far this weekend. Matt Dooley here with High Button Sports. I will be mainly the voice here at the Sobeys pad today, so looking forward to today's hockey as that one's ripped off the outside post. Now it's going to be fired, cross ice. Ducks coming out firing here right off the second period as that's rimmed around. Tebow, he's going to pick it up in behind the net. He centers it out there for Rowe. What a save from Rainforth as he got the glove up there. Maybe didn't get as much on it. Now another opportunity as Rainforth shuts that one down as well as he's been dialed in here early. Another shot, rebound comes loose as Rainforth has been tested early on here in the second period as Gillis is going to rim that around. Good job there by Gurney. Or sorry, that's Canforth. Or Carmont. I will get the names eventually here, folks. It's Tweedy's going to fire that through the middle for King. King's just going to fire that in on Steenveld, and he looked like he was going to play it. Now he is going to, but he's got Gillis there. Luckily, the rest of the Acadia team was heading for a change, and I think that's what Steenveld saw. I don't mind it. He wants to keep things going here, especially with his team absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. Wants to keep that momentum going as that rim pass is picked up by Wainwright. Wainwright now he's going to pick that loose puck up back again. He's going to work in over the blue line. He's going to hit the brakes. Nice move there. Wainwright, opportunity shot there. Rebound comes loose into the slot. And it's going to be cleared here by the Axemen as Bigney now is going to head up ice. He's being chased by Tebow. He's got Rogers with him. Bigney tries to go under the stick. It's picked off. Tebow is going to fire it to himself. Bigney will finish his check as he normally does. Rogers tried to corral that and couldn't. So now it's going to be dumped back in the zone. The Axemen are going to have to regroup and touch up here as LeBlanc's going to fire a cross-ice pass through the middle. Picked off by Rogers. Rogers is going to take a bump there from Westhaver. For Westhaver doing it on the score sheet and on the physical side. As now it's going to be dumped in the zone. Westhaver is going to get there first. He's met there by McDonald. Now it's going to be held in by Burchell. Burchell had to play that as he played it with his hand, so he had to be the next person to touch it, and he does. And that cross-ice pass into the shin pads, but picked up by Williams as he tried to make a move in. Now it's chipped off the wall. Westhaver 1-on-3. Tries to fire it across for Canning, but it hits a skate, so it's going to be chipped back down inside the Tasa zone, just inside the blue line. Cross-ice pass there. And away go the Ducks in transition. Westhaver in over the line, and a Weak whistle at the line. And it will be whistled on the offside here. 12:29 left to go here in the second period. Late goal by the Tasa Ducks. As Birchall got them on the board with just over a minute left to play. LeBlanc, good escape move there as he uses edges effectively. He's going to fire that cross ice. It bounces off Birchall. And in the shin pads, but the Ducks are able to pick it up as Annis is going to fire that in deep. Acadia is going to rim it around. Tomek, nice touch pass through the middle for Gillis. Gillis is going to work up the neutral zone through the right side. Now he'll fire across ice. Nice move there by Williams, but he was pinched off there by Tebow as he came back through the middle. Good back check with a purpose there now as Annis has been very active, jumping up in the play as he tried to chip that to himself through a crowd, but ends up turning it over here as Tomek's back inside his own blue line. He'll partner that for Apt. Apt through the middle, off the stick of Gillis, but he's on the right side of the red line, so it'll go down on Steenveld, who will keep things moving. Annis is going to hit the brakes, scan for his options. Now he'll make another move. He's going to head up ice. Going to fire a cross ice pass. That's going to get through everybody. Icing waved off as two people made attempts at it but couldn't come up with it. Apt. He's going to rip it back around the other side. Canning takes a bump there. Passed out front. Good defensive positioning there from Tomek as he was perfectly placed between the defenseman and the puck carrier. The defensive side of the puck, as they call it. And he was able to recognize that that puck was going to squirt out, and he was there on the case as now they're going to get it in deep. So good defensive play turns into some offensive pressure, and that's the name of the game here, folks. Especially when you trail by one, as that's pushed back out into the neutral zone. It's going to be fired back in by McDonald. Annis back in behind his own net. He's being pressured there by King as he reversed it there, and a good stick check from the Axemen because they had an opportunity, and now Bigney's going to hit his own player, and that one stung. You can see Tweedy grimacing there, but he's going to get back to his feet as the Ducks head back the other way. O'Hanley gets it in deep. They try and fire it out front, but it's picked off. And a great job by Tweedy there to get back to the bench. Now Westhaver tries to fire through the middle, but it's picked off by King. King's going to head up ice. He might have a step on Gurney. Now he's going to pull it to himself, and it goes down inside the corner. So tried to pull the move off, but ends up getting it in deep. Now there's going to be a penalty as that stick got way too far up near the head. As O'Hanley is going to fire across ice. The Ducks are in over the blue line, left side. Opportunity now. Shot saved by Rainforth. The rebound's there. And nobody there to pick up the rebound, but in the meantime, as the Axemen touch up, there's going to be a penalty now. It's going to be King. So the Ducks are going to go to a power play. King just a little bit too aggressive on the forecheck there. Got his stick up around the head area, and we know how those things go these days, folks, with the head contact penalties. So the Ducks are going to have an opportunity to add to their lead with a 2-minute power play, and in their heads, hopefully less. Now is LeBlanc's going to take a slap shot there that goes through a crowd, beats everybody, but ends up off the end wall. Now as Wainwright's there, he's going to chip that back to himself. Wainwright's going to have some space. He tries to fire it at the net, but it's blocked. And now it's going to be sent the length of the ice here by the Axemen. So they're going to kill off some precious seconds here of this power play as they want to get this killed off and get right back to work. Now the Ducks doing a great job of swinging with speed, but a good read there from Apt as he jumped up into the play and intercepted that stretch pass. Now shot on net there is Steenveld. He's going to keep things moving here once again. That's his first reaction at this point now, it seems, is catch that puck, get it back to my teammates, and let's get back up ice. Now the Ducks are going to fire through the middle. Good job there by Rogers to tie up that open man, but he had to wait until the puck was in the area. Otherwise, he would be penalized, and he did that, so great defensive play there. Now it's going to be picked up, and that's going to be sent 200 feet, maybe even down on Steenveld as he comes out to play it. He's just going to fire that over for LeBlanc. LeBlanc being pressed there by Gillis. Gillis real aggressive here on the penalty kill forecheck. Now Westhaver's going to pick it up. 3 goals, looking for some more in the tournament, not in the game now. Nice step there by Canning. He's going to have some space down the left side. Centers it, and through the feet of the Ducks player. The rebound sitting in the slot. They bang away at it. 2 bodies hit the deck in front. Opportunity, Gurney saved there by Rainforth. No stick, but no problem for the netminder as a complete melee in front of the net. Turns up with a big save from Rainforth, and now they try and clear it on the backhand. Good spin move there from Annis. Now he's going to have an opportunity. Shot there and a laser, and he takes a big hit in the meantime, but he just missed the net there. Quite the sequence here so far. Gurney, another shot, and Rainforth absolutely battling down there in the crease, just getting his stick now, but before that he was able to find the puck and cover it up. It's complete mayhem in front, but the puck stays out of the net here. 12 seconds left on the power play. And the Axemen are looking to get the rest of this job done here. That's won cleanly. Wainwright right off the faceoff may have surprised him a little bit as that faceoff was won so clean. Back to the point. Gurney wasn't able to hold the zone. He's going to spin around and bank one off the wall. Wainwright going to look to go. And that's going to be chipped back down. Inside the zone, we're back to even strength now. Big kill by the Axemen. Dodged a couple bullets. Now it's going to be turned over. Williams with an opportunity. Fires it for Tomek. Tomek trying to find it in his feet. That's going to be taken here by the Ducks as they fire that cross ice. Wainwright, one-on-one. Tries to make a move, and he will, and he just fires it too far ahead. Because now he's going to work back, tried to reverse. Tries to center it at the side of the net from a bad angle, but Rainforth had the post covered up. As he'll hang on here once again. And now we are going to have, it looks like a goalie switch. So something that didn't happen yesterday. But now that will bring in Nicholas Glenn, who I had the pleasure of watching yesterday, as he'll come in now fresh here. 7 pretty much bang on halfway through the game. So a lot of the times the whistles don't work out for that timing as the goalie ends up going in with 3 minutes left or whatever the case may be. But the hockey gods on their side today, and we'll see if that'll continue for them. It's Canning. Centers it through the crease. Opportunity. Glenn going to be tested right away as nobody could find the puck except for the Axemen, and they're going to fire away on a potential 3-on-2. Nice move there by Rogers. He pulled it through but couldn't keep possession as Bigney now is going to take a bump. Rogers having a hard time staying on his feet down there. Back to the right side point. Canning's just going to chip that to himself. Good job by Schofield to release and come back through the middle. It's perfect defensive play now as Bigney's in there. He's just going to tie his man up, and that gives Schofield an opportunity to get on a loose puck. Schofield with a goal in the tournament as well. Scored in yesterday's game as Rogers going to pick the puck up. He's going to have some space. He's going to get the red line. Fires across ice for Bigney. Bigney in over the blue line, across the top of the circle. He's going to chip it down low. Fires a backhand off the side of the net. Steenveld just let it go. Didn't want it to deflect off anything. And away go the Ducks in transition. 6.5 left to go. Good job by O'Hanley to eat ice and make sure he didn't go offside there as they cross corner dumped that one, and it's going to stay inside the zone as LeBlanc joins now as he takes a big hit. That puck's going to find O'Hanley. O'Hanley shot there, tried to go short side glove, and he missed the net. How's that puck? It's trying to be exited here by the Axemen. Gillis had a hard time with that one, so LeBlanc slots through the middle. He'll pick up a loose puck, fires it back up to Thibault. Thibault shot there, and Glenn gets his first real touch of the game. And he'll smother it up and hang on. 6:08 left to go here in the second period. Great matchup so far in this one. If you're just joining us, the Acadia Axemen are 0-2. And the Tasa Ducks 1-1 as Glenn was able to track that puck from the point as it kind of changed direction. Face-off one here by the Ducks. They fire towards the net. It's tipped there, and that just goes wide as another puck redirected in front. Ripped around now. Thibault's on that loose puck in behind the net. He'll work on the backhand. Centers it through the middle, but Tomek down in the defensive wing position will end up picking that puck up as he centers that for Rogers. Rogers takes a bump. Tomek in over the line, and he fired that, and he was just about 99% of the way through his release when the whistle blew, so no harm done there and not a whole lot of reaction from anybody, which we know damn well that those shots after the whistle will cause a stir for the most part. And he pushed ahead. Wainwright had to wait for his teammates to stay on side. Back down inside the zone. Allen's going to go back here for the Axemen. Rose on him. Fires it through the middle for Tomek. They try and clear again, but it's Picked off by Annis. He's going to fire that through a crowd. Glenn makes a save. The rebound comes loose. Wainwright fires it through Glenn, but it went through the crease as well and into the corner. Now Annis, he's going to make another move. Good support there from Carmon. Now it's going to be picked up in the slot. Opportunity shot there and a big block from Brody McDonald in front, as that was a point-blank opportunity. Now as Wainwright takes a hit from Bigney, Carmon's going to slot down and help out. Wainwright will take his position at the right point. Carmon spin pass through the crease, finds the stick there of Westhaver. Westhaver shot there with a blocker save from Glenn as he fired out the waffle board there, and Bigney will take his man into the wall. The Ducks are going to have to wait here as they're still offside. Now they're good to go. Not sure if they knew, but Carmon waited just long enough. Back down underneath. Bigney being pressed there by Rowe. He's going to stop and go back the other way. Westhaver in to help out. Allen in there as well for the Axemen. Westhaver's going to come out with the puck, looking for Wainwright. He'll find him. One-time opportunity. Glenn kicks out the right pad, and the rebound goes into the right corner. In behind the net again here, Allen's going to pick it up on the forehand. He's just going to fire that through the middle. Hits the shin pad of Annis. It's going to be a delayed offside. And now they're good to go. Good change there at the line. Carmon walks in. Good job by Westhaver to get off the ice super quick. And that's one of those things that they teach you at a young age, is when you change quickly and change hard. Now Carmon will fire it at the net. Another blocker save by Glenn. Picked up here, Wainwright. Great pressure here from the Ducks as they've got them hemmed in the zone. Glenn with a glove save. Got just enough of that to keep that from going into the back of the net now as Birchall fires one. That goes through the crease. The Ducks with some fantastic offensive pressure. Another shot from Wainwright. A bad angle shot is going to be smothered up by Glenn now as he's seen quite enough down there. And he is going to hang on as he'll go for a little skate and catch his breath, as that was quite the sequence here from the Tasa Ducks as they are pressing for goal number 2. The shots now 35-7 in favor of the Ducks. So the Acadia net minding, definitely not an issue. These two goaltenders putting on an absolute show here as the score remains 1-0. Annis is going to get it. He fires that. It's tipped, redirected in front again, and Glenn able to track that puck and keep those pads strong, as once you start to slide that one way and the puck redirects, it's a lot tougher to get stopped and go back. But when you're in good positioning in the crease, you're able to square that puck up, and Glenn does that there. And over the line, Canning's going to chip it to himself. Schofield's going to bump with him. Now Canning will come in. Tebow's going to join the party. Tomek's in there as well. Back up to the point. Annis is going to have some space. Tries to shoot it. He does. Tipped again. Rebound. Another save by Glenn. And he'll smother up here once again. Shot again, another rebound off the face-off. Puck's going to come outside the zone, but the Ducks are going to fire it back in. They're going to spin around and get back in on the forecheck. O'Hanley in there, as well as Westhaver. That centering pass on the stick of Gillis. He's going to pick it up in full flight down the right side. He's going to chip it through the middle, try to go to himself. Tweedy was coming in through the zone. It's going to be picked up here by the Ducks. They're just going to head up ice. Carmon's going to go for a rush now. He's going to work down the right side. He's going to try and go wide. He picks it up here. Now he's going to try and fire towards the net. He does. Gillis back defensively, and an opportunity out front for Mahoney on the backhand is once again stopped by Nicholas Glenn here of the Acadia Axemen. Him and Simon Rainforth, the tandem here for the Axemen. Over in a weird hop there as that puck bounced over the stick of Gurney. He's just going to get possession and fire it inside the zone now as McDonald picks it up for the Axemen. Good lead pass there for King. King fires it through the middle for Gillis. Gillis just out of his reach, but he's able to pick up possession. Almost got through with the toe drag. Now an opportunity as the puck goes in on Steenveld. As Tweedy just fired that towards the net. And he'll hang on here as he faces his 8th shot. It's a tough sentence at this time of the morning, folks. Full sail change here from both sides. There you go. The Ducks 2-on-1 shot there from Wainwright. It was deflected here. 2 minutes left here in the second period. Good job defensively here from the Axemen as they collapse in front of the house. That's me ripped around the other side. Looks like Tebow down there. Back up for Gurney. Gurney fires that at the net. Glenn will push right to left and grab that out of the air with the glove, and he'll hang on here. So minute 49 left to go here in the second period until we head to our intermission. Get a fresh sheet of ice for these players. It's going to be pushed back inside the zone. Acadia, backhand, weak clearing attempt. That's going to be pushed back up, picked up by the Ducks. They're going to go back up to the right point for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's going to walk the line. He shoots that. That goes wide. He's not happy with his shot there as he looks skyward. Tebow front there, and it surprised everybody and hits some skates. Now Bigney had a hard time corralling that puck. So he's able to get it to the blue line, but not out. Now as Annis shot that, Glenn got a piece of it and up off the iron. Couldn't beat the net, but beat the goaltender. Minute 12 left to go here. Annis is back. Bigney on him. He's just going to turn and fire that off the wall. Apt comes off the bench, picks that up, and now it's going to be picked up by Annis. He's going to have a good head of steam to start through the middle. Now in over the blue line. He's just going to fire one through. And that was deflected along the way and up into the netting as Annis can really rip it. And now he just runs into his own player there. So 56.8 seconds left here in the second period. Zamboni already down there in the gates. They don't waste any time here at the Wellness Center. He's Apt. He's going to fire that around. Didn't quite get where he wanted it to as Birchall was there. He takes a bump from Rogers. It's rimmed around the other side for Tomac. Tomac fires that through the middle of the ice. He's looking for Rogers. Rogers is going to get down there. It's going to land perfectly, so it's not going to be icing. Rogers picks it up, tries to pull it to the middle. He does. Now he'll turn it over. Tomac tries to go back to him, but is intercepted in the meantime as Canning will get a pass. He tries to one-touch across ice. Good idea. Wrong execution is now it's going to be ripped down the zone for icing. 26 seconds even left here in the second period. Still 1-0 here for the Ducks. 40-8 the shots on goal for the guys in orange here. The faceoff will come down to the right of Nicholas Glenn. The Axemen will win that faceoff. Tebow on it first. He's upended a little bit, but play continues. Tomac tries to softly chip that back up the wall. An opportunity for Carmont was cleared in front of the net, but it's going to sit there in the slot. An opportunity there for O'Hanley in the last seconds of the second period, but he couldn't get the handle. Or should I say the O handle. Tebow now fires that, but in the meantime, as the puck was in the air, time expires. And that's going to do it here for the second period. So after two complete periods of play, shots on goal, 40-8 in favor of the Ducks, and they continue to lead this one 1-0. We'll have a quick intermission, and we'll be back with third period action, so stay right here. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third period action here, live from the Pictou County Wellness Center here in Glasgow, Nova Scotia. Linesman just getting the pegs in on the nets here. Tasa holding on to a 1-0 lead here, although have controlled most of the play. The story of the game so far has been the goaltending here from the Axemen. The duo of Nicholas Glenn and Simon Rainforth coming up big here. And the Ducks just going to look to continue to do exactly what they're doing, and that is peppering the goaltender and hope that they can find the back of the net once more, at least. Now is LeBlanc. Fires that in. One touch pass through the middle, turned over. Westhaver looking for it. Big knee on him. Now it's into the feet. Away goes Annis. Down the right side, in over the blue line. He's going to have a step here. Had that poked off his stick at the last second. Annis just going to walk to the net there. He tried to shove play. Now a shot, scores! Cade Westhaver's 4th goal of the tournament is going to make it 2-0 for the Ducks. 26 seconds in. 36 seconds in, folks. Math not my thing, but can tell you who scored, no problem. Very early on here in the second period, and just what the doctor ordered for this Ducks team, and how much the goaltender could do there is a point-blank opportunity once again. Nice move there down the left side. An opportunity for the Axemen. Shot there. Steenveld makes a collarbone save as he gives him a little shake there to make sure he's okay. Rogers once again down the right side, had the lane to the net and decided against it. So now he's going to take a run at Birchall, but Birchall just going to leave the puck and step aside. In behind their own net now. Canning is going to find the option. Up through the middle. Good solid breakout here for the Ducks as Tebow had a hard time with that one. Maybe a culprit of the fresh ice. So it does play a little bit of a difference now as someone broke their blade. And now Rogers is going to be penalized for illegal equipment, and it sucks, I get that, but you have to drop that stick right away as soon as that thing snaps. A tough break here for the Axemen as they're going to be penalized now, and they're going to be shorthanded here. So another opportunity here for the Ducks to add to their lead. Acadia 1 for 1 on the penalty kill so far, and see if they can duplicate that. Schofield lost the puck, turned it over. Canning's going to have a step here. He takes a whack. Canning shot there, and that goes high and wide, rimmed around the other side. Gillis late getting there. So now it's going to be sent the length of the ice. King there on the scene. So he fires that down deep. Gurney's going to pick it up here for the Ducks. They look to get the power play breakout going now. He's going to hang on. Now he's going to fire it across for Canning. Good job there to wait for somebody to commit. And as soon as they did, he fired the puck off. But that says more about his line mates there as they were in perfect support positions. Now that puck's going to bounce down. Steenveld just nonchalantly going to touch that. Now it's going to be a penalty against the Ducks, and it looks like it's going to be the captain, Annis. He wants to give his side of the story, but the call has been made, and we're going to go to 4-on-4 here, so that'll get rid of the power play, fortunately, there for the Axemen. So 4-on-4 for a minute 16. And the Axemen will get a 44-second abbreviated power play. If you hear a silence up here in the booth, it's me trying to figure out the math of the score clock. So it's all good. Just give me a second. I'll use my fingers to add it up. That shot is blocked. Westhaver's just going to chip that off the wall. Cross ice pass onto the tape for King. King's going to work down the right side in over the blue line. He's going to stop up, but he had that fly off his sticks, but now he's going to fire it back inside, but it doesn't quite make its way all the way in as Gurney picked it up. King on him. Gurney's going to work down the right side. He's just going to get the red line and fire towards the offensive zone. Now it's turned over at the blue line, and they're going to call that on the offside. I would say that one would have been a 50-50 call. The linesman sticks to his guns and calls that. And face-off will go across the blue line. LeBlanc was just going to get that one in deep. Next game start this Slated to start at 10:30 or 10 o'clock. Sorry here. Gurney shot that. That was tipped on the way by Mahoney and just goes up over the glove of Glenn, but into the corner. Mahoney going to use his body to protect the puck. Puck comes back up to the point. Good job there by LeBlanc to use his skates to lock down the wing or the board side. Now Mahoney centers that. It goes through the crease. It's going to be picked up here by Williams and the Axemen. Williams is going to have a step there on LeBlanc. He's going to work down the side, but Mahoney back-checking hard. And back-checking with a purpose, as they say. Gurney's going to fire that up just out of the reach of Westhaver, and as he reached for it, blew a tire. 2 seconds left here in the penalty of the Axemen, so they will have a 43-second power play now. Good time here to get one on the board as they fire that in on Steenveld. Rogers out of the box, going to get an opportunity. He fires it, going to go back to the point. Shot there, saved, rebound, and they find the back of the net. Rogers, fresh out of the box. He finds a loose puck. And he finds the back of the net. Must have hit Steenveld on the way as he was sliding back into position. But just like that, the lead is cut in half. And that'll give some life here to the Axemen team. Now it's going to be taken right off the face-off. And a shot on net's covered up by Glenn. Face off down inside the Axemen zone. Bigney's just going to take that off the draw, and he's going to go forward with it. Bigney takes a big hit there from Annis, and he's going to be penalized on the play. It's going to be a head contact penalty. Now potentially more here. It looks like now Wainwright's going to go to the penalty box as well, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Axemen, and what an opportunity here to tie things up. Glorious, glorious opportunity here for the Axemen as they fire one on net right away. So a 4-minute head contact penalty to Annis and a 2-minute unsportsmanlike penalty to Wainwright. Must have said something that the referee didn't enjoy. Maybe let the ref get his coffee in him first before you start yapping him. Now the Axemen are going to come away with that face-off. Cross ice for Williams. Williams tries to slide into the middle. He does, but it couldn't find its intended target. Now the Axemen are going to continue on here on the power play. They're going to try and set things up. Allen wanted that puck back at the point. He shot that. That was blocked. Canning with the Flamingo out at the blue line. No shot there. Back up to the point. Allen, nice pass into the middle from Williams. Tomac shot there. That was tipped. Good job to get the stick in the lane there was Carmont. As now Steenveld is just going to pounce on that puck at the side of the net. Cover it up and hang on. 3:20 and 1:20 respectively left on the penalties. And the faceoff's going to stay down inside the Duck zone. Westhaver is going to win that draw. Flipped around to the ball. Left side point, held in. They're going to fire it down low, tipped in front by Tweedy. Now King's going to slot down. He's going to get there first. He gets on that loose puck, and if you're up 5-on-3, you got to send 2 on the puck and outman the puck. If they send 2, you send 3. If they send 3, you send 4. You understand what I'm saying now, folks, especially in a 5-on-3. Now as Schofield fires that cross ice, back to Schofield on the right side. He's going to walk in. He's going to have some space. He's going to fire that back door. What a pass there, and King found it but couldn't beat the post as Schofield waited just long enough to find that seam. But they couldn't find the back of the net. What an opportunity there. Now King, nice move. Opportunity in the slot. He falls as he shoots. Now it's going to be fired out towards the slot. He picks it back up, goes back to the D-man. Shot through a crowd, tipped there. That goes wide. Now they're going to try and clear, but the Axemen are going to keep the zone. King is going to slot down and help out. Fires it out front. Shot there. Tweedy looking for that loose puck, but Westhaver's going to get there first. Back to the left point. App shot there. That goes wide. King picks up the loose puck on the right side half wall. He tries to fire that short side. He does, but he hits the side of the net. Over in front of the Sam's Pizza sign. Down low. First penalty expires. So Wainwright will re-enter the surface here, but they're going to have to wait another 2 minutes for Annis unless they score here. Gillis down the left corner. He's going to go back up top to the point. App's going to walk in. He shoots through a crowd. Kicked aside there by Steenveld. Now as Tweedy's just going to fire that back down low. Wainwright's going to have some time here to clear, and now they will as they send that the length of the ice. Good pressure there from the Axemen and a dangerous bounce off the wall as Glenn came out to play, and now it's going to be turned over. Wainwright just dodged a hit there. Down the right side, he fires that. It's blocked. Minute 25 left here in the man advantage as the Axemen try and get out of their zone here. Good stop-up move from App to get away from the forechecker. And up north they go. And over the blue line, Rogers tries to make a move. Maybe the play would be to get in there and set it up, as you guys just had some real good pressure. So instead of making that move with the blue line, get in there and slow things down. Force the Tasa Ducks into their position and into a flat-footed position. So now the puck's going to stay inside the Axemen zone. They're going to try and get the breakout going once again. Schofield now. 2-foot pass there to nobody. As Tebow is going to get on that loose puck. 45 seconds left to go here in the power play here for the Axemen. Still trailing by 1. Another move by Rogers. He tries to center that pass for Bigney, but it's picked off now as Gurney will pick it up, and he's going to fire it down the ice, and it's going to be played with a high stick. App didn't like it. But Mahoney's going to get there first as he tries to center. 30 seconds left now as Annis is back on his feet and ready to return. Bigney's going to take that pass. Couldn't handle it, so it's going to get inside the Duck zone. Bigney takes a bump there from Gurney, stays on his feet. Behind the net, he's going to walk right out around the top of the circles, and it's held in at the line there just as they fire it back down around. 10 seconds left to go. Held in by McDonald. Back up to the point, and it gets by him this time, so that's going to do it here. Big kill for the Ducks as they were hemmed in their zone there for the first 3 minutes of that power play, so back to work they go. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Shot from the point. Puck's up in the air. Glenn battles for it, and a good job by Westhaver to fall and dodge the goaltender Glenn there. 6:54 left in the third period. Face-off now is going to be tied up. Ducks are going to come away with possession here just for a second. The Axemen are just going to fire that cross ice. Gurney holds the line, fires it towards the net, but it's picked off now through the middle for Gillis. Gillis skate to stick, almost anyway. Westhaver's going to play that down with his hand. Good job there by Birchall once again to stay on side. Westhaver shot there, and Glenn's going to smother with the glove, and Birchall with a little extra shot. Williams didn't like it. Reacted like he was going to go over and drill him, but thought twice about it at the last second as they're still trailing in this game, but they're still in it. So a penalty right now would potentially be costly. Westhaver on the draw once again. Out front, they whack at it, it's in the corner. Chipped off the wall. Through the middle, LeBlanc's just going to dump that back in. Apt is going to spin. Fire a cross-ice pass for Williams. Williams will slide back inside his own zone, back across to Apt. Apt fires it blindly through the middle. It's picked off here. Westhaver in over the line. He's being pressed by 3 black jerseys. So he's going to continue on now, still with the puck. Puck comes loose. Rimmed around. LeBlanc's going to meet that there at the left point. He's going to fire that through a crowd there, and it gets by everybody, but hits the side of the net. Canning will keep it in. 5:50 left to go here. Time ticking away here for the Axemen. They got to get the puck up ice. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender here. See what kind of tactic coach will come up with the extra attacker. So it's rimmed back around. Tomek, nice touch pass there through the middle for Gillis. Gillis has Williams cross ice. He fires a cross ice pass. Little too much on it as Williams had a hard time corralling that one. Is just a little bit too much sauce on the pass. The Axemen are going to have some time here as the Ducks are changing, and that's your opportunity to head north. So you got to get that puck inside the offensive line. So now King will get there first. He's got Annis on him. Tries to chip it through. Annis is going to come away with it. Makes a move dangerously, but he gets through a crowd. Tebow Fires across ice, and that is going to be no offside on the play. And a loose puck there. Shot Wainwright. What a save from Glenn. As we may be looking back at that save here in just a few moments. Here's time once again ticking away for the Axemen as the Ducks are just going to continue to pump that puck inside the offensive zone and keep it 200 feet from their net. As I said, this game has one of those feelings where one team kind of carries the play, but it could easily be turned on its side. The secret to that is to keep the puck out of your own zone. App now, he's got it. He's going to take a hit. Delayed offside here on the Ducks as they're just going to continue to forecheck, and I think that face-off is going to stay just outside the line. Could have sent it down the length of the ice. One thing they teach you at the old ref course is if you're the liney at the blue line trying to get an offside, the far side liney comes down to take the blue line, you skate in there and yell as loud as you can at the players offside. Sometimes you can't hear it now as the Ducks are going to stay onside there. Nice move into the middle. A shot there. Glenn with another save. The rebound comes loose. 4:15 left to go here. Ducks are going to maintain possession in the offensive zone. They fire it off the end wall. Bounces out front. But puck bouncing like a tennis ball off the end boards. The Axemen are just going to pin it up against the wall. Two Ducks in there. Tweedy's in to help out as well. He's on the defensive side of the puck. Now he's going to leave his point open. Westhaver's going to walk out to the corner. He's being pressed. Puck comes loose. Potential fast break there for the Axemen, but it just got poked away at the last second. Tweedy's going to just miss that puck. That's going to be in over the line. Carmont down the right side. Big knee hits him there. Could have been a penalty. The coach wanted it from behind, but the very last second he turned. And now we hear the old two teams chirp from the crowd, which is always a good one to hear, especially as a ref. Sometimes the parents think that the refs are out there to get a certain team, but not usually the case. Sometimes the emotions do get the best of you. We've seen a little bit of that here last night. Face off. One now. Shot through a crowd. Glenn gets a piece of that at the last second and hangs on. 3:33 left to go. That was the 50th shot on goal for the Ducks. They look to fly away with a W here in this one. Sitting at 1-1, a 2-1 record. Definitely a lot better than 1-2, especially as the top two teams get the bye. So to refresh on the tournament rules last night, the Axemen just trying to get out of their own zone here, but those passes through the middle keep getting picked off, so might be time to go off the glass and out. Opportunity there. Glenn, another save. Rebound shot there. That hit the post. Bounce way back out to the right side point. Canning tries to hold between the legs. Back pass there. A little fanciness. Now it's going to be pushed back through the middle, and that's where the Ducks are clogging, is that middle of the ice. So try and use the walls here. Gillis is just going to fire that in deep. He hits the shin pad. Now he's going to fire it on net. Steenveld hasn't been tested here in a while, so not a bad idea just to fire that thing at the net. 51-16 the shots now in favor of the Ducks. Next game, Cape Breton West Islanders against the Edza East Phantoms in the AA division. And we'll be jumping right into that one after this. Big knee in on the puck now. He's just going to fire it at the side of the net, and why not? That's where they scored their goal from last time. Puck comes outside the zone. They're going to rip it back in. It's going to end up in behind the net. 2:40 left to go here. We'll see if they pull the goaltender here, but you got to get some sustained pressure, otherwise you're just giving them a goal. That puck will come outside the blue line. Nope, says the liney. I was wrong once again up here in the booth. Chipped off the wall. Foot race for here. Carmont's going to get there first for the Ducks. He chips that off the wall. Now Rowe's going to pick it up. He tries to fire. Bigney was there to intercept, but they're offside, but now they're good. 2 minutes approaching. There's the old chip off the wall there. 9 times out of 10 it works. As Rowe's going to get in there on the forecheck. He's going to hit the brakes in behind the net. He's going to take a bump there from Allen. Puck sitting there at the side. Westhaver on it. Tries to fire it towards it, but it'll stay behind the net. Tomek down low to help out. Ducks with 3 forwards down beneath the goal line, and one good breakout pass would beat all 3 of them, but they're going to get on the puck here first. 94 seconds left. Oh, front there. Sorry, 100 seconds. There's a reason I'm up here in the booth, folks. It's because I wasn't good at math. That's one of the reasons anyway. Minute 40 exactly on the clock. Tebow on the draw. Axemen are going to come away with that puck off the face-off as King was almost off to the races. The Ducks defenders had to backpedal pretty heavily. King ended up having a hard time with that puck now as he's going to get the puck. He's going to stay with it. Nice pull move into the middle. King, slot back, tries to get it on the forehand to shoot. Fans on it, but it ends up going to Gillis. Down in the right corner. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender here, still in the net. And now he's going to head to the bench. And just as he gets there, the Ducks are going to clear the zone. We're going to have to send a couple on the puck now as Rogers steps up. He throws a hit. And we are officially in the last minute of play here now, folks. Schofield can't find the puck. They got 3 Axemen players in front of their own net acting as the goaltender. LeBlanc tries to fire one, and Luke Rogers went absolutely sailing by trying to get a piece of him. 40 seconds left here. Tebow, hold the zone. They fight for it down in the corner. It's rimmed around the other side. Rogers is there. Oh, Handley as well. Rogers just trying to get that out. He does. Gets by Tweedy. Tweedy tries to get a stick on it. Hits 3 Axemen players on the way to the net. They got that puppy locked up right now. Cross ice pass. Just out of the reach. Now an opportunity here late. Gillis in over the line. Fires it towards the net. It just ends up going in the cross corner. Schofield tries to fire now. Bigney's going to pick it up. He might have a step. He's going to work down the right side underneath. Shot there. Steenveld saved, 2 saves, and he's going to pounce on that puck and cover up with 8.4 seconds left. Maybe the last good opportunity for the Axemen unless they can pull something off here on the draw. The Ducks just trying to hang on here late, which is weird to say as they've put up 52 shots here in this game. 51 saves collectively for the tandem of Glenn and Rainforth. So now Gurney's just going to peel it up against the wall. Now they're going to get an opportunity. Gillis just tries to fire that at the net. 0.2 seconds left to go, and that will do it here, folks. The Tasa Ducks will hang on to take a 2-1 victory over the Acadia Axemen here in the U15A division. And a great game back and forth, and like I said earlier in the stream, the story of this game, other than the W, is the goaltending of the Acadia Axemen. They're absolutely dynamite. So the Ducks are going to finish or start today with a win, and their record will go to 2-1. So we'll stick with you for the handshakes. Then we'll do the player of the game ceremony, and then we got to sign it off and get right to the next one, so you don't have to listen to me for the next 30 seconds at least. So enjoy the peacefulness for the next few seconds, and we'll be right back. So player of the game for Acadia, number 1, Nicholas Glenn, and something tells me they're going to share it down there in the Acadia dressing room. Pretty easy choice. Congratulations, Nicholas Glenn. So Cade Westhaver, player of the game here for the Tasa Ducks. Congratulations to both guys and both teams. And we will be back here in about 7 minutes for the next game. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.